Thanks everyone for joining the session. So today I'm going to discuss about VLANs. So VLANs, okay? You know broadcast domain, right? So by default, each switch is having VLAN 1, right? Okay. Now, this is an interview question. This is an interview question. Answer me. Okay? Answer this interview question. Let's see who will answer correctly. Guys, I'm telling you, do not confuse with the topology. Okay? So the topology will always confuse you. So always stick with your basics, core basics. Okay? So suppose everyone able to see my screen? Yeah. Are you able to see my screen? Please confirm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if you see in the topology, right? PC0 is connected to computer 1, sorry, switch 0, and switch PC1 is connected to the switch 1, and these switches are connected here. Okay. Now, this is an interview question which is asked in Cisco company and Juniper company. Okay, any high level, right? They ask like this. Okay, see, this is the IP address 192.168.1.1/24, 192.168.1.2/24 generally. Okay, so before going to ask a question, let me explain about what is VLAN. Okay, in LAN technologies, if you see right, in LAN technologies, okay, so generally in switch you will see VLANs, right? Generally in switch you will see all ports are belongs to VLAN 1, right? If you see here, right, this is a switch CLI. Okay, enable show. Okay, show VLAN brief is a command. Show VLAN brief is a command to check the VLAN status. See all the ports, how many ports on this switch, right? Each and every port is belongs to VLAN 1. Okay, by default it's a VLAN 1. Okay, it's a default VLAN. Okay, so if any data from computer to the data it arrives here, right, it will broadcast to all the ports except it receiving that port. Okay, consider I have a three departments. One is sales team. Okay, consider I have a three departments here. Okay, one is sales team, another one is accounts team. Okay, another one is technical team. Okay, so sales team, accounts team, technical team. There are three different teams. Each team will use each network, right? So whatever the sales team, right, they are using their portals and all. They have their own network, so they have their own switch. Okay, and these also have their own switch, and they have technical team have their own switch. Now the thing is, if you want to enable a communication from one network to another network, see, sales team, there is computer A is connected, and the technical team computer B is connected. If you want to send your data from one network to another network, in between you need to use routers, right? So see here, this is a thing. So one VLAN. So the thing is, these are the networks. So each and every device is belongs to one broadcast domain now. One broadcast domain, right? So consider consider I have only I have only few people, you know, how many ports here we are having here in this switch? It is 48 port, right? It's a 48 port. Okay, so consider in sales team I have only 10 people, accounts team 10 people, and technical team 10 people. So each 10 people you need to give it 10 laptops. All 10 labs are connected to these switches. So so the thing is, for three departments you need to purchase three switches like this. Okay, so unnecessarily you're wasting the ports, right? Here you will use only 10 ports. Remaining ports you're not using. Unnecessarily we're wasting the ports. That's why they are it's a local area network. That's why they created a concept called VLAN. So what VLAN will do, it will convert one broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain. So this is one broadcast domain, right? It will convert into multiple broadcast domains by using VLANs. So VLAN is breaking up one physical switch. This is a multiple switches, right? So it is like one physical switch into multiple virtual switches. Okay. Now if you see, right, if you create for each department, for technical department VLAN 10, for accounts department VLAN 20, for sales department VLAN 30, like each department you can create a VLAN here, and you can divide them, you can divide them into multiple VLANs in one switch. Only in one switch you can divide into multiple VLANs. See, this is one broadcast domain, this is another broadcast domain. Understood? Okay. So in bit one VLAN to one VLAN, if you want to send the data, you should have a router here. See, the data is traveling. So if you see right carefully, the data hitting on this VLAN, and within the red circle only it is leaving the data. It is not moving to another VLAN. So this is one broadcast domain. It's like a one broadcast domain. So suppose this is a VLAN 10. So if any data hitting on this interface, right, it will broadcast to all the ports which is belongs to VLAN 10. Okay. Now let's create VLANs. How we will create VLANs? Simple. Okay. This is a switch. In this switch, we will create a VLANs. It means we are creating one switch into multiple logical switches, one broadcast domain to multiple broadcast domains like this. See, all these ports are belongs to VLAN 10 and this port belongs to VLAN 20. First, what you need to do, you need to create a VLANs. How you will create a VLANs? Very simple. See, these are the ports, right? Now go to the configuration mode, create VLAN 10. That's it. VLAN 10 is created and give it a name, accounts. Now create VLAN 20. Now name, sales. That's it. And another VLAN is VLAN 30. Name, tech team. Okay, name tech. So now you created VLAN. See, show VLAN briefs. You just created a VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, VLAN 30. But you did not assign any ports to the VLAN. What you need to do, you need to assign a ports, right? These ports. Okay. You just created a VLANs, but you need to assign a ports to the VLANs. Suppose from FA0/1 to FA0/8, I want to assign all these ports are belongs to VLAN 10, and 9 to 16 I will assign to VLAN 20, and rest of the interfaces I will assign to tech team VLAN 30. Okay. How to assign these ports to the VLAN? The first step is access ports. What do you mean by access? So if you want to assign any ports, to the VLAN, okay, if you want to assign any ports to the VLAN, you should convert that port as a access port. It means suppose FS0/1 you want to assign to VLAN 1. Make sure this FS0/1 should be a access port. So now I want to assign FS0/1 to FS0/8. All are belongs to FS0/1. Let's do one thing. I want to assign only one interface. Let's do this thing. Config terminal. So first, if you want to assign a port to the VLAN, what you need to do? You need to convert that as an access port. So first you need to enter into that port. Interface FA0/1 switch port mode access. Now you converted this port into access port. Enter into this port, convert this port into the access, then switch port access. Assign this port to VLAN. VLAN, switch port access, VLAN, just give it 10. That's it. Now there is another interface. Interface FA0/2. Okay. Now switch port mode access. I'm going to give this switch port access VLAN 20. So understood, right? It's very simple. If you want to assign any physical interface to the VLAN, you need to you need to enable that port as an access port, then assign to the respective VLAN. This is a command: switch port mode access, switch port access at the respective VLAN which you want to assign. Everyone understood? This is how you need to create. Now you can see show VLAN brief. See now. Accounts team, VLAN 10, assign this interface. Sales team, VLAN 20, assign this interface. Is it clear, everyone? Anyone having any questions? How to create VLANs? How to assign the ports to the VLANs? Any questions here?
This 100 to 1003 ports are there,
Yeah,
right? Those
the
are default, right? So we
no,
need.
these are the default VLANs. See, if you want to create a VLAN, right? So VLAN, and if you give a question mark, you will see 1 to 4094 VLANs up to, you can start from 1 to 4094. But between this range, these are the inbuilt VLANs, which is used for internal purpose. One double default VLAN 1 and 100.2 to 5. These are all predefined VLANs. Okay, you no need to assign ports to here. So whatever the VLANs you created manually for based on your requirement, you need to assign the ports to those VLANs. Okay, clear? Any questions?
So for configuring, just we go to configure and type VLAN, then it will create a VLAN, right?
That's it. That's it. Very simple. That's correct. That's
Oh,
what I did.
okay.
And then you, after creating VLAN, you need to assign these interfaces to the VLAN, right? To assign that,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, to assign in any interfaces to VLAN, you need to make sure it should be in access port. So enter into that port, type switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 20. Just give this command. If you want to assign this port to VLAN 10, give VLAN 10. If it is VLAN 20, give it VLAN 20. Simple. The configuration is dead easy. Okay. Yeah. Now,
What if we need to give multiple like interfaces? Interface range we need to give.
yeah, you can take interface range. So, it
Okay,
means
yeah.
like if you want to configure same commands in multiple interfaces, you can use range. Not only this VLAN stuff, anything. Okay. If you want to configure anything right on the same interfaces, you can just if you want to configure, if you're going to configure same commands on multiple interfaces, you can take like this. Now see, now interface range FA 0/3 to up to 10. So now I enter into this range. Okay. Now if you see right, config range. So I converted all these interfaces into access port, switch port mode access, and then switch port access. I want to assign VLAN 30. Let me assign VLAN 30. Now see, do show VLAN brief here. Do show VLAN brief. See, 30 VLAN. All these interfaces are assigned to the
Got
VLAN
it.
30. Right? Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Now, so this is what? This is VLAN 20. Now this is VLAN 20. Sorry, this is VLAN 10, VLAN 10. Okay. Just this is a topology. Generally, interviewer will give it to you. Now, my question is, if I try to ping from PC0 to PC1, will it ping or not? Can you hear me?
Yes, bro. Ping, bro.
How many people say yes? How many people say no? So this is a topology. Okay. So this port is belongs to VLAN 20. This port is VLAN 20, and here it is VLAN 10. Here it is VLAN 10. So if I initiate a ping from PC0 to PC1, will it ping or not? Whatever it is, nothing will happen. No one put you in jail. Just answer it, unmute it and answer it. Okay.
Sir, I think no.
Okay. How many people says no? Can you raise your hands? How many people say yes? Just want to know the count. I would like to understand your opinion here. That's it. Nothing else. Just raise your hands. How many people say it will not ping? Three people are saying that it will not ping. Four, only five people. Four, 50-50. Six people says it will not ping. Remaining people consider that it will be ping. Hello.
Yes, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys are saying it will be ping. Okay, fine. How it will be ping? Can we calculate it? So I will explain the packet flow now. Now you can decide whether it will ping or not. Maybe you guys are checking only the subnet now. You guys are only checking the IP addresses, but you need to check the port is belongs to which VLAN. Okay. So I will explain you the packet flow. Carefully listen it. Okay. So now you decided whether it is ping or not. Okay. Once I initiate a ping to destination, right? 1.2. What it will generate? It will generate ICMP echo request. I will not write any source IP, destination IP, blah blah blah. No. So now see here. It is generating ICMP echo request packet. Who is generating? PC0. Please everyone listen it. Very important. So after explanation of this packet flow, you guys understood. I will ask you how you understood. Okay. So now the packet will go to the FS0/1 here. Now this FS0/1 belongs to which VLAN? Which VLAN? VLAN 20,
20.
right?
VLAN 20.
So once it is received on FS0/1, it will tag the frame. That is a VLAN concept. It will tag the frame. What is it? VLAN 20. Okay. It is like whenever you are entering any organization, right? You need to wear the ID card. That is tag. Okay. Whenever you are leaving the organization, you can remove the tag and you can go it. You can go to home. Same like that. Whenever the frame entered here on FS0/1, whatever the VLAN tag it is here, right? It will add the tag to that packet, that frame. Now it will broadcast to all the ports which is belongs to VLAN 10. Now do we have a interface which is belongs to VLAN 20 here? Do we have an
Yes.
interface which is belongs to VLAN 20 here? Yes, we have it. So the packet will go on here. So FA0/1. The packet will arrives on FA0/2 here because this is belongs to VLAN 20. So whatever it is receives, right, it will broadcast to all the ports within the VLAN 20. Within the VLAN 20. Yes, we have a VLAN 20 interface here. Now, when it is sending out to this through this interface, right, it will untag the VLAN tag and send a empty packet to the FA0/2. So tagging and tagging. VLAN means tagging and tagging. Whenever the frame receives on FA0/1, it will tag VLAN 20 and it will broadcast to all the VLAN 20 interfaces. FA0/2 receives this ICMP request packet. When it send the packet to when it is exiting through FA0/2, right? It will untag the VLAN 20 and send a empty frame to other switch. Now this switch one receives it and it will receives it on FA0/2 and FA0/2 belongs to VLAN 10, right? It will tag VLAN 10 and now it will broadcast to all the VLAN 10 interfaces. Do we have VLAN 10 interfaces here?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, so it will go to the FA0/1. Now, while sending through FA0/1, while exiting through FA0/1, it will remove the tag and send a ICMP echo request packet. Now this switch receives a IPCMP echo request. It will receive a reply. It will generate a reply, right? Yes, it will generate a reply. Again, it will say go to here. Okay, it's VLAN 10. Again, it will broadcast to all the VLAN 10 interfaces here. So in this interface, when it's exiting through, it will untag it, send the empty frame here. Once it is received, it will tag with VLAN 20, send all this packet to VLAN 20 interfaces. Yes, we have VLAN 20 interfaces FA0/1 here. When exiting through, it will untag it, send the echo reply. Now you successfully send the ICMP echo request, you received it the reply. It means it is pinged successfully. Yes or no? Understood? So
Yes.
the answer is it will ping. Whoever is saying whether it is pinging, they only said, I assume they only said because of the same subnet, not this explanation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, bro.
Yes, yes.
Right? Now you understood, right? The correct answer is not with the same subnet, with the VLAN packet flow. So the VLAN will do tag and untag. That's it. Okay. So in real time, in real time, they will give you this kind of topology and confuse you. Sometimes in interviewer, PC0 is connected to the switch 0 and PC0 is in belongs to VLAN 20. They will try to put this VLAN number here and everyone will think that this PC0 will tag the frame and send it. No, These are the layer 3 devices. Layer 3 devices cannot understand tagging things. This computer is connected to the switch. The link, whatever it is, this computer is connected to this switch, right? That is belongs to VLAN 20. Always do packet flow when you answer to the interviewer. Do not confuse with topology. Always start from your scratch, your basics. Okay, when the frame or packet arrives, what electronic device will behave, how exactly it will behave, always think in that way. Okay, so don't don't uh, uh, what is that, don't confuse with the topologies. They will try to confuse you. They will check your logical analysis. Okay, whether you are good or not at understanding. Okay, anyone having any questions here? Anyone having any question? Is it understand very clearly, right? So can I do lab quickly? Can I verify it? Come on, guys. I need your response.
సార్
Yes.
ఇన్ కేస్ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ డిఫరెంట్ అయినా సరే పింగ్ అవుతుందా సార్?
No. Why it will ping? Both are in different subnet. If it is different subnet now, so that echo request will go here. Now, so the destination IP address is your whatever. See, the thing is simple. Which IP address you want to ping? You want to ping different subnet. It will go to the gateway. You need to configure a gateway IP address here in your computer. It will go to the gateway. Here there is no gateway. The packet will drop here itself. It's the same procedure, whatever we learn in ARP, right? Same thing. Okay. If it is a different subnet, it will not ping because it's a different network and network IDs are different. Okay. అర్థమైందా
ఓకే
పూర్ణిమ?
సార్.
Yeah.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah. So let me quickly configure IP address here. Okay. 192.168.1.1. That's it. 192.168.1.2. Okay. Done. Okay. Now VLANs. I want to check both are belongs to VLAN 20 or not. Okay. Show VLAN brief. So do show VLAN brief. Okay. I think VLAN 20. This should be VLAN 20. So let me go into interface FAS 0/1. Switch port mode, switch port access VLAN 20. I want to give VLAN 20 here. Okay. Now do show VLAN brief. Always check it. So now both interfaces are belongs to VLAN 20. Okay. Both interfaces belongs to VLAN 20. Now here we can configure VLAN 1. Okay. Let's configure VLAN 1. Enable config. I want to show you one thing here. Now I did not create any VLANs. So I want to go interface range FA 0/1 to 2. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. I did not created any VLAN, but I directly assigning trying to assign the ports, right? So what it will tell you, hey, VLAN is not existed. However, I'm going to create for you VLAN 10. So VLAN 10, the switch will automatically will create a VLAN 10. If you can directly assign your ports to the respective VLAN in case that VLAN is not created, right? The device will create a VLAN for you. See here, do show VLAN brief. Is it created, right? But it will not give any name. The name will be VLAN 0010 representation. Okay, guys, are you understood what I'm saying? Hello?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah. So yeah, so these two ports are belongs to VLAN 20 now, VLAN 10 now on switch one. Okay. Now I need to initiate a ping, right? If ping works, whatever we discussed theoretically, it is proved. Can I click enter? Yes. See, it is pinging, right? It is pinging. Yes or no? So it is pinging
Yes, bro.
means it's working as we discussed theoretically. Okay. Now my question, one more question is, okay, I want to take a one more switch here. Let's take a one more switch, one more PC. Here it is, and here it is. Okay. Now I'm going to connect a interface here to here, FA0/3, here to here, FA0/3. Now see here carefully. Okay. So each VLAN will be same network, right? So now I want to change it. So VLAN 10 is 1.0 network. So I can say this is VLAN 10 now. Now VLAN 20 is 100.0 network. So let's configure VLAN 10 IP address is 1.1. Here another switch VLAN 10 is 1.2. Now this PC2 belongs to VLAN 20. This network is 192.168.100.1 and it is 192.168.100.2. Okay, yeah. Guys, have you understand the topology? I created a switch. In this switch, there are two interfaces, two computers. One, this computer belongs to VLAN 10. This computer belongs to VLAN 20. And VLAN 10. VLAN 10 is the same broadcast domain, right? This VLAN 10 is located in here also, in this another switch. And that's why I'm taking same network IP, VLAN 10, VLAN 10. And VLAN 20 is the same network. So VLAN 20 is one broadcast, right? So VLAN 20 is here and as well as here. Okay. Now if you see here, right? So on FA0/2, switch 0 and switch 2. Here if I configure only VLAN 20, just VLAN 20 here. Okay. Here it is VLAN 20, just like that. Only one VLAN only you need to configure for one interface, right? So if you try to ping 100.1 to 100.2, it will ping. But if I try to send, suppose if I generate a ping right now, it will generate a ICMP echo request. Okay, it will generate ICMP request. It will go to the FA0/1, and this FA0/1 belongs to VLAN 10. So it will add a VLAN 10 tag. Now, do we have any VLAN 10 interfaces here? So the data is arrived on, the frame is arrived on VLAN FA0/1. It is tagged the VLAN 10. Now, do we have any other interfaces here to broadcast to others?
No.
Then, hello, please tell me. Come on, guys, are you seeing my screen or not?
It will drop.
Yes, it will drop. So it will drop. Okay. Are you getting my point? Hello? Are you
Yes,
getting
Yes,
my
bro.
point? So the thing is, generally ICMP echo request packet will arrive on FA0/1, and this FA0/1 belongs to VLAN 10. Now VLAN 10 will be tagged here, and whatever it receives, right, it will broadcast to all the VLAN 10 interfaces. But here we don't have any VLAN 10 interfaces. It will drop. It means it will only send the VLAN 20 traffic on this interface. It won't send any VLAN 10 traffic. So there is a problem here. Your requirement is I need to send both the VLAN traffic, but here I am not able to send. I can send only one VLAN traffic. Whatever you configure here, that VLAN traffic I can send. So now this is a problem, right? Yes or no? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
bro. Yes, yes, right.
Yes. So
Yes.
now to solve this problem, we have a feature called trunk port. What is that? Trunk. So
Trunk.
what do you mean by trunk? So if you configure FS0/, so instead of configure a access port, let's configure this as a trunk. Here also you can configure it is as a trunk. Once you configure a trunk, right? This trunk port can allow both the VLAN traffic. So both the VLAN traffic on the same interface. So at a time. So generally what will happen if any VLAN 10 will traffic will come here, right? Whatever it is, any VLAN 10 or VLAN 20, any other VLAN traffic, the trunk port will accept all the VLAN traffic and it will carry the tagged frames. Generally, if it is access port, right, what it will do? Access port will tag and untag. Yes or no? Access port, what it will do? It will tag and untag. When it receives, it will tag. When it is sending out, it will untag. But it's a trunk port. What it will do? It will carry the tagged frames. It means it won't untag it. It won't untag it. Whatever the tagged frames are here, right? All the tagged frames, it will carry it and send it out to other interface. So both the sides you need to configure as a trunk and trunk. And now whatever the VLAN traffic, right? So if any VLAN traffic, right, this ports belongs to whichever the VLAN, it will tag those VLANs and all the VLAN traffic it will allow on trunk port. Now you tell me how many VLANs are here in switch 0, how many VLAN traffic it will allow?
Or two VLANs in a switch area, and it will allow.
Only, so are you seeing only VLAN 10 and 20? Do you see any
Yes,
other
sir.
VLAN? There is another VLAN also. What is that? Hello?
VLAN 1.
Yes, very good. VLAN 1 by default.
Yes.
By default, VLAN 1 also is there, right? That VLAN 1 traffic also it will allow.
Yes, bro.
Okay, right? Understood everyone? So now FA0/2 becomes the trunk port. So it will carry all the VLAN traffic here. Now, once it is received here, right? Whoever is the packet, right? Whatever the packets are belongs to VLANs, right? Respect to VLANs, it will send the frames. Suppose VLAN 10 here it is. It will send a VLAN 10 traffic to FA0/1. While exiting, it will untag it and send it. Similarly, VLAN 20, it will go here on it will load to FA0/3. It will send to FA0/3. While exiting it, it will untag it and send it. Okay, between switch to switch, you need to configure a trunk port to carry the VLAN traffic. Once the other switch is received, it will send a traffic to the respective VLAN interfaces, and when exiting it, it will untag it and send it. Because FA0/1, FA0/0, FA0/3 are access ports, right? So they will untag it and send it. Everyone understood this? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it make sense, right? So now let's configure FA0/2 as a trunk port here. Okay. Now I'm going to configure interface FA0/2 switch port mode trunk. So that's it. You will have two things here, access and trunk. So switch port mode trunk. That's it. I have configured FA0/2 as a trunk. Now see what is the command to check? Show interface trunk is the command to check it. Okay. Now see who is the trunk now? FA0/2. How many VLANs it is allowing now? 1, 10, 20. I have created a VLAN 30 also. By default, all the VLANs it will allow. Is it understandable? Hello.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now other interfaces we can make it as a as per the topology we can configure it quickly. So now configure terminal interface FA0/1 switch port access. This is VLAN 10, and now interface FA0/3 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20. So I have configured accordingly. Show VLAN. Let's configure show. Let's verify it. See, as per the topology, FA0/1 belongs to VLAN 10. Perfect. FA0 slash what is that 3 is belongs to VLAN 20. Okay. FA0/2 is the trunk interface. That's done. So now configure this is as a 100.1, right? Let's see. What is that? 192.168.100.1. That's it. Okay. Now let's configure here. It's a 100.2. Okay. 192.168.100.2. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now this is a switch, right? Let's configure quickly on this switch. So interface FA0/2. What is it? Switch port access. No. It's not access, right? Switch port mode trunk. Okay.
Trunk.
That's it. Now interface FA0/1 switch port access VLAN belongs to 10. And now interface FA0/3. Yeah, 3. It is 20. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Yes. VLAN 20 is not created, but it is creating for me. Okay. Now do show VLAN brief. See now clearly this is a VLAN 10 belongs to FA0/1. VLAN 20 is belongs to FA0/3. This is a 3 VLAN 20. Okay. Yeah. And this is a trunk port. Check it. Do show interface trunk. FA0/2 is a trunk. VLAN 11020 is it is allowing. Okay. Yeah. Now can we initiate a ping? So it means it should carry the both the traffic. So I want to generate both the traffic here. See both the sides I am trying to ping, not this PC0. Okay. Now this is a PC0. This is a PC2. So this is a PC0, PC2. From PC0, I'm initiating a continuous ping. See, it is pinging. And PC1 also, it should send, the trunk port should carry both the traffic, right? I'm just verifying it right now. If it is pinging 100.2, it means it is carrying both the traffic 192.168.100.2. See, it is pinging, right? Parallelly, I'm pinging two different networks. This 1.0, 1.2 is belongs to VLAN 10, 100.2 is belongs to VLAN 20. It means VLAN 10 traffic, VLAN 20 traffic, this trunk port is carrying. Guys, are you understood what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whatever I discussed theoretically, I was showing here practically. Is it understandable? Hello, everyone.
Yes, bro.
Yes, right?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. So now you understand, right? What do you mean by trunk port? It will carry the tagged frames. What do you mean by access port? Whenever the frame received, it will tag it. Whenever it is sending out from the same broadcast domain, same VLAN, it will untag it. Okay. That's the thing. That's all about VLANs, just VLANs. Okay. VLANs creation and trunk port access port. Now you should know what is inter-VLAN routing. Now, I was able to ping same VLAN IP address, but now I want to ping different VLAN. It means different network. Ping 192.168.100.1. Purnima, you asked this question, right? So if I want to ping
Yes,
different
sir.
IP, now different network. See, different network this is. Now I want to ping from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. It means both are in different VLANs. I want to enable a communication from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. It means you need to configure a inter VLAN routing. So you need a router, right, to enable a communication from one network to another network. What you need? What you need? You need a router. Yes or no? So let's take a router here. I'm taking a router here. Okay. Now you can achieve this by configuring router on stick. What do you mean by router on stick? Let's see. Let's connect a cable, one single cable here. Okay. I have configured one single cable here. Okay. Oh, let's remove this. Uh, 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 it's gigabit Ethernet and gigabit Ethernet. So I'm taking gigabit. Okay. Now I have one interface here. What is this? So gigabit 0/1 on switch 0 should carry VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 traffic. So if it should carry both the VLAN traffic, what port it should be? Access or trunk,
Trunk.
right?
Trunk.
So 0/1, it
And
need to be trunk. So switch port mode trunk. Okay, I have configured on the switch. So switch 0/1, it is trunk port. Now you need, if it is a different networks, you need to configure a gateway, right? What is the gateway for this PC? It's 1.1, right? So 192.168.1.100 is a gateway. If you want to ping different network, you need to configure a gateway, right? Yeah, this is the one. And now configure a gateway here. 192.168.100.100 is a gateway. Perfect. So now go to the router. Okay. See here. CLI, give no, enable, config terminal. What interface it is? Interface gigabit 0/0 and no shutdown. Let's bring up this interface first. Now router on stick means you need to configure a sub interfaces. Sub interfaces with VLAN 10 and 20. Whatever the VLANs you configure here, right? You need to create a sub interfaces. It means, so which interface it is created? Gigabit 0/0. So interface gigabit 0/0 dot what is a VLAN tag here? 10. So VLAN 10 traffic, it should, this interface should accept, right? So create a sub interface with VLAN 10. Now sub interface is created. Whatever the interface it is, right? I have taken this, and based on the VLAN tag, I have given a tag. Now this tagged frames it should accept, right? So now you need to configure encapsulation. Encapsulation dot 1q. What is the VLAN ID? What VLAN you would like to? 10. Encapsulation VLAN ID dot 1 to 10. That's it. Once you added this, right, now you can assign IP address on this interface. You need to assign IP address, right, on this interface, sub interface. What is IP? It's a gateway IP, 192.168.1.100, and the subnet mask is this. That's it. So you understood, right? So I created a sub interfaces with VLAN tag 10 and assign a gateway IP address on here. Now there is a one more interface, one more VLAN. What is that? VLAN 20. So where it is connected is the same, right? Interface gigabit 0/0 dot. Which tag I need to take? Anyone? Can you please tell me? Hello? Are you there, guys? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
So I'm asking
Yes, sir.
what is the interface I need to take here? Do you understand what is sub interface? Everyone, hello? Come on, guys, please respond. If you don't understand, I'll repeat it again. Hello, అర్థమవుతుందా? Hello? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro.
సార్
Yes, we
కొంచెం
can hear.
ఫాస్ట్
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm asking, ma. If you feel it is fast, ask me a question. I'm asking you whether you understood or not. So I'm telling you here, this switch is connected to the router, right? On which interface it is connected?
Sir, gig
Zero,
0
zero,
slash 1,
zero,
0
one.
slash 0, sir.
Plus one.
Zero slash
Yeah,
one.
on router I'm saying, on router. On
Zero
router
slash
Gig
this
0 slash 0.
0/0, right? Now this 0/0 should accept two VLAN traffic. What are the VLAN? VLAN 10 and VLAN 20.
VLAN 10 and VLAN 20.
That's why here we are creating a sub interfaces. One interface should accept two VLANs, right? So if it is three VLANs also, you can create one more sub interface. How many VLANs? It doesn't matter. So all are connected to this interface only, right? So you can you can create a sub interface. So now what I'm saying, what I have taken first, I enter into the gigabit interface 0/0. I given a no shutdown output. So the port is up now. Now after that, I enter into the sub interface gigabit 0/0. Whatever the VLAN, right? It is the tag information I given here. Dot 10.
So
Now,
dot 10 will be VLAN 10, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, it's VLAN 10. It means VLAN ID tag. You need to create a sub interface with VLAN tag, whatever it is, because VLAN tag it accept it. Okay, yeah. So you need to give like this so that this 0/0 dot 10 will accept all VLAN traffic. Now once you create a interface, right, it will show you sub interface. Now what you need to do, it should accept a VLAN 10 traffic, right? To accept a VLAN 10 traffic, what you need to give, you need to give encapsulation dot 1q. Dot 1q is a protocol to accept the VLAN traffic on the router. Okay, so you need to give encapsulation dot 1q. What VLAN traffic you would like to accept? VLAN 10. That's why I gave 10 here.
Bro,
Okay,
encapsulation under control.
yeah.
Uh, meaning.
Encapsulation. I Can anyone tell me what is encapsulation?
Binding data, sir.
Yes, binding or packing. It means in day one class I told you, right? If your mobile is packing with the brown color box, it means it is encapsulated with brown color box. Similarly, the frame is encapsulated with VLAN 10. Understood? Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Suppose this is a VLAN 10. Okay. Now this is encapsulated with this box. Whatever the box is, right? This box. Top of that VLAN 10 top, there is a box. Understood? What are
Yeah, bro.
this? The
Got it.
tagged
Got it.
frame, right? Yeah. So now where am I? Yeah, here on router. I'm on router. Now if you see here, right? So I gave a encapsulation. So encapsulation in the sense VLAN tag. So whatever the VLAN tag, right? This protocol you need to enable to accept a VLAN tags. So give a encapsulation dot 1q and then give a tag ID. Whatever the ID you want to accept, whatever the VLAN traffic you would like to accept, just give that number. Once you give this and then assign a IP address. You need to assign a IP address right here. What IP address you need to assign? the PC VLAN 10 gateway. For this PC is all VLAN 10 PCs. What is the gateway you configured? 1.100, right? Just configure that gateway. Understood now? Hello?
Yes, bro. So if we go to gig 0.20, VLAN 20, we need to configure encapsulation dot
Yeah.
20.
So the data, so how the data will communicate now? If you give like this, after this, how it will go? The data will go here to the this interface to here it will go. It will communicate. It enables the communication through a router, because to enable a communication one VLAN to another VLAN, what you need? You need router. So only one VLAN we configured it. Now one more VLAN traffic is there. One more sub interface we need to create. What is that interface? Interface gig 0/0 dot
0.20.
20.
20.
20. Very good. Now sub interface is created. To accept a VLAN 20 traffic, what I need to type here? Encapsulation
Encapsulation
dot
dot
1Q
1Q 20.
20.
20.
Perfect. And then assign a IP address. What is the gateway of VLAN 20? It's 100.100. And that's what I configured right here. See if you see here, right? 100.100 is a gateway, right? Yeah. So that's all. Now you can check the routing table on the router, show IP route. You will see 1.0 network, 100.0 network. So whatever the packet, right, it will go to the router. It will check the routing table. Hey, if it is 100.100, right, it has the routing table. This network is there. This packet will send through G0/0 dot 20 interface here, and it will go to the switch. Switch will again will send to VLAN 20 here. So now, can we initiate a ping now? Let's check. Let's check now. So 100.1, I was not able to ping, right? 100.1, I was not able to ping. See, 100% packet loss. Now can I ping 100.1? ఫస్ట్ ప్యాకెట్ దేవుడికి అంటే ఆర్ప్ లర్న్ అవుతుంది కదా దానికి. సో ఫస్ట్ ప్యాకెట్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ ఫర్ ఆర్ప్ లర్నింగ్. నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ పింగింగ్. సి ఇట్స్ పింగింగ్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఎనేబుల్ ఏ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఫర్ వన్ VLAN to another VLAN, you need to purchase a router and configure sub interfaces. This entire process is called router on stick. Everyone understood this? If you don't understood, I will
Yes,
explain
sir.
again. Everyone nama understood now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But the thing is, now it is very
Sir, one
important.
question, sir.
Yeah, ma, yeah.
ఇక్కడ స్విచ్ నుంచి రూటర్ కి G0/0 కి మీరు సబ్నెటింగ్ ఇచ్చారు. ఐ మీన్
Sub interface ఇచ్చా.
1.1 ఆ
Sub
సబ్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ఇచ్చారు కదా సార్.
అవునమ్మా,
ఆ
అవును.
G01/1 కి ఇవ్వనవసరం లేదా?
ఏ అవసరం
ఆల్రెడీ
లేదు.
ట్రాన్స్ అయ్యింది కాబట్టి
ఇది స్విచ్
ఇవ్వనవసరం లేదా?
కదా. స్విచ్ యొక్క రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏంటి?
ఓకే.
మల్టిపుల్ VLAN ట్రాఫిక్ పంపించడమే. చూడండి,
బ్రాడ్కాస్ట్.
చూడండి, షో ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ట్రంక్ అని ఇచ్చేస్తే చూడండి, G0/1 అనేది
ఆ,
ట్రంక్. అది మల్టిపుల్ VLAN ట్రాఫిక్ ని
ఓకే.
పంపిస్తుంది. రౌటింగ్ ఏం చేయదు. నీకేంటి, నీకు మల్టిపుల్ VLAN
ఓకే.
ట్రాఫిక్ ని నేను అలో చేయాలంటే ట్రంక్ నన్ను కాన్ఫిగర్ నేను అలో చేస్తా. అది అంతే. ట్రంక్ కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ అలోయింగ్.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
ఓకేనా? యా, అది ఓకే.
ఓకే.
సో నౌ ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఈ ఇంటర్ VLAN రౌటింగ్ చేయాలంటే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ ఎనేబుల్ ఏ ఇంటర్ VLAN రౌటింగ్, యూ నీడ్ టు పర్చేస్ ఎ స్విచ్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఎ రౌటర్. సో హౌ మచ్ కాస్ట్ ఇట్ ఈస్, రైట్? Router you need to spend a 1 lakh, switches you need to spend a 40. So now to avoid this the cost is very high, right? So now they developed a new switch called L3 switch. What do you mean by L3 switch? It can support both routing and switching. Both it can support. So instead of buying a router and switch, just buy only one switch. What is that? L3 switch. Now, by using L3 switch, what will happen? See here, inter-VLAN routing. So all the concepts I have already, you know, I have already explained here in this PPT. Go through this PPT if you have time. Okay. See here. This is a lab also I have configured. So see, with the trunk is without trunk we need routers. With trunk you don't need any routers. Okay. Uh, okay. One moment. Where is inter-VLAN routing? Here. Okay. If you see, right, To enable a communication from one VLAN to another VLAN, you take a router on stick here. Okay, this is the one router on stick. Okay, this is the one we configure now. Now I'm going to configure a L3 switch. See here. So this is a L3 switch. You need to configure a SVIS, switch virtual interface. Once you configure a switch one virtual interface, right? It is automatically enable a communication from one VLAN to another VLAN. So this SVIS you can this is the advanced one, guys. Everyone using L3 switches nowadays. What do you mean by L3 switch? It can support both L2 and L3. Okay. So if you create a VLANs here on this L3 switch, you just need to create a SVIS. You don't need to purchase any router. This switch can support a routing. To support a routing, you need to configure a SVIs and enable a IP routing. That's it. Internally, see, internally the packet will exchange here. See, the data will go here within the VLAN, and different VLAN, it will do routing internally, it will go here. Got it? So that is a function of L3. So you can save lot of amount now because of this feature. Okay, because of this feature, you can save a lot of amount. Now, can we remove this both the routers? This is a legacy architecture. Remove it. We don't need it. What we need to do? We need to save the amount, right? Now go here on the switches. You will see here L3 switches. This is 3650, 3560 is the L3 switch. This is L3 switch. Now connect a cable here, here to, here to here, and here to here. So G1/0/1, 1/0/2. Now turn on this. Just give a power cable here, drag and drop. You need to install a power modules. Now it is booting. See, it is booting. Let's configure now. Okay, this is called SVIS. By using L3 switches, you know, you can configure inter-VLAN routing. See, now configure terminal, interface, gigabit, 1/0/1, switch port mode, access, right? Switch port access, which VLAN it is belongs to? G1/0/1 belongs to what VLAN? It's
And
VLAN 10. Okay, VLAN 10. Now, another interface is gigabit 1/0/2, switch port mode access, switch port access. What is that? VLAN
VLANs 20.
20. That's it. So VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 I did not create it. It is creating automatically. Do show VLAN brief. See, VLAN 10 is belongs to G1/0/1. VLAN 20 is belongs to this. It is done. Now what you need to do? You need to create a SVIs. How to create a SVIs? Very simple. You can consider VLAN as an interface. See, if you observe, right, VLAN, entire VLAN as a interface. If you configure entire VLAN as a interface, right, that is called a SVIs, switch virtual interface. It means interface VLAN 10. How many interfaces we have?
Only
Two, right?
one.
No. Two VLANs we have, right? So we have two VLANs. You need to create two VLANs as an interface. So I'm creating VLAN 10 as an interface. So VLAN 10 ని ఒక ఇంటర్ఫేస్ గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నా. Entire VLAN 10 ని. Now see, it's a virtual interface. Now it's created and up. Now what you need to do? You need to configure a gateway. VLAN 10 gateway. What is that? For VLAN 10, IP address 192.168.1.100. Okay. You don't need any physical IP address, physical interface to configure this gateway. You just created VLAN 10 as a, you know, VLAN 10 as interface and configure this. It will
Interface.
accept. Yeah, you don't need to create any sub interfaces also. Okay, that's it. Okay, now one more VLAN interface VLAN 20. Once you give this command, it's called SVIs. Okay, once you give this command, right, it's called SVI is created, switch virtual interface is created. It will automatically enable a routing between different VLANs. Now see here, IP address 192.168.100.100. That's it. Now see, show IP interface brief. See here, these two VLANs created a interfaces, right? Yes or no? These two
Yes, bro.
VLANs created as interfaces, and I have configured IP addresses as a gateways.
Yeah,
Now,
it behaves
now,
like interface now.
yes, now you need to enable a routing, right? Just type IP routing. That's it. So by default, this L3 switch behaves as a switch. If you want routing capabilities, you need to enable a routing. Now it is done, right? Now routing is done. Now routing is done. Check the routing table. Show IP route. See 1.0, 100.0 networks both are there. So the packet will come here. Destination will check as 100.1 and it will send to VLAN 20. Okay. So yeah. So now,
So this will work when the switch is only L3 switch.
yes, this will only works on L3 switches. You can save a lot of
That's why
amount.
that's why routing will happen now, right?
Yeah. You need to enable a routing as well. Yeah. So now can I ping 100.1?
Yes.
I'm initiating ping now. Let's see. First packet ARP will run. See, it is pinging. So it is successful. Inter-VLAN routing is, done through layer 3 switch, and you save a lot of amount. How much amount you save? One device cost, router cost. So earlier you need a switch as well as a router. Now you don't need that L3 switch. Okay. Now this is L3 switch, right? Suppose there are how many interfaces here? There are hell lot of interfaces right here. Okay, go to 1/0/3. Okay, I'm trying to interface gi 1/0/3. Trying to assign IP address here. The command is not taking the IP address. The command is not taking. Why? Because it's a L2 port. If you want to use this port as a L3 port, you need to give no switch port. If you give no switch port, it will convert this port as a L2 into L3 port. L3 means it will accept IP addresses, but it is L2 port now. It's a access port now. So now what I need to
Only
do?
MAC address.
So to convert this port into L3, what you need to give? You need to give no switch port. See, now it can accept IP address 192.168. Some like 2.1. See, it is accepting, right? IP addresses. See, it is accepting now. Give no shutdown. That's it. Now do show IP interface brief. See, this 1/0/3 you converted as a L3 interface. Still, 1 or 2 we are using as a L2 only. But if you see IP address on the interface, it means it's a L3 interface. So now this L3 switch is accepting what? Routing as well as switching. But if you want to use routing, enable this port. In this port, you need to give the command no switch port so that you can assign IP addresses. And in global level, you just configure a IP routing. Okay, IP routing to 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 accept routing capabilities. Okay, yeah, guys.
Bro, one doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
ఒక కస్టమర్ ఒక ఐపీని ఇచ్చి సమ్ 192.168.1.20 ఐపీని వీలాన్ 10కి అసైన్ చేయమని అడుగుతారు బ్రో.
ఒక్క నిమిషం
ఓకే.
ఇక్కడే డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. ఒక కస్టమర్
యా.
ఉన్నాడు. ఓకే, IP ఏంటి? VLAN
సమ్ 1.24.
1.24. ఓకే, ఇది ఉంది
సో ఆ
1.24.
ఐపీని వీలాన్ 10కి అసైన్ చేయమంటారు.
అసైన్ చేసా. ఒక
అండ్ అదే
ఇంటర్ఫేస్ VLAN 10.
అదే ఐపీ వీలాన్ 100 కూడా వేరే నెట్వర్క్లో ఉంటుంది.
అదే IP సి వేరే నెట్వర్క్
నో
అనేది.
నాట్ యా వీలన్ 100లో ఉన్నది అది మనోడు వీలన్ 10కి మూవ్ చేయమంటాడు దాన్ని.
సో
అంటే రీసెంట్గా వచ్చిన
ఓకే, వాట్ ఐ
క్వైరీ అది.
అండర్స్టూడ్ ఈస్, సో you need to configure 1.24 into VLAN 100 instead of VLAN 10.
యా.
So by mistakenly you configured 1.24 in VLAN 10. So you need to remove this and you need to configure in VLAN 100. Antena?
ఎస్ బ్రో.
So just think simple now, remove it by using no and configure it in VLAN 100. అర్థమైందా? సో
యా ఐ గాట్ దిస్ పాయింట్.
సో
ఓకే.
యాక్చువల్లీ మీ క్వశ్చన్ అదేనా?
అదే బ్రో. అంటే
ఏం
ఏమైందంటే
లేదు.
రీసెంట్గా ఒక
యా
వేరే యూకే
అర్థమైంది.
కస్టమర్.
ఓకే, అదే కస్టమర్ VLAN 10 లో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేశాడు, VLAN 100 లో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాల్సింది పోయి సో VLAN 100లో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయమని చెప్పి మీకు టాస్క్ వచ్చింది అంతేనా? జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్.
అవును, ఎందుకంటే దానికి కొన్ని యాక్సెస్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో రిస్ట్రిక్టెడ్ ఉంటాయి కదా కొన్ని VLANsకి.
యా 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 సో రైట్ VLANకి అసైన్ చేయండి టు గెట్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ యాక్సెస్ అంటే జస్ట్ రిమూవ్ చేయండి. రిమూవ్ చేసి VLAN 100లో కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తే అయిపోయా. సింపుల్ ఏం చేయాలి మీరు? స్విచ్ పోర్ట్ యాక్సెస్ VLAN 100 ఇవ్వాలి ఆ ఇంటర్ఫేస్లోకి వెళ్ళి. సో దట్ ఆ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ అనేది VLAN 100లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది అంతే. ఓకే, స్విచ్ పోర్ట్ యాక్సెస్ VLAN అని ఏ VLAN ఇస్తే ఆ VLAN లోకి ఆ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ అసైన్ అయిపోతుంది. సింపుల్. ఓకే,
స్విచ్ పోర్ట్ యాక్సెస్ మోడ్ అనేది ఎంటర్ అవ్వడానికి, స్విచ్ పోర్ట్ యాక్సెస్ VLAN అనేది దాన్ని కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయడానికి.
యా
అంతే
దట్స్
కదా?
వాట్ వి డిడ్ రైట్ సో ఫార్.
యా యా
ఇప్పటివరకు
యా
మనం అదే
యా
చేసాం.
యా
సో ఫస్ట్ VLAN లోకి ఇంటర్ఫేస్ యాడ్ చేయాలంటే యూ నీడ్ టు కన్వర్ట్ దట్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ యాజ్ ఏ యాక్సెస్. సో అది యాక్చువల్లీ వేరే VLAN లో ఉంది అని అంటే ఇట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ యాక్సెస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ మోడ్ యాక్సెస్ ఓన్లీ. Just need to assign that interface into VLAN. Simple. You need to go to the interface, type this command, switch port access, and give the VLAN whatever the VLAN you would like to. So it's already in VLAN 10, right? Once you configure this in VLAN 20, it will override it. It will remove old one and it will update it with the latest one. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So that's all about VLANs. Okay. So VLANs, today we learn about VLANs, access ports, trunk ports, and inter-VLAN routing with L3 switch and router on stick. Okay, with L3 switch means L3 switch using SVIs, that is to create a VLAN as a interface, right? That is called SVIs. So tomorrow I'm going to discuss about STP features and what is native VLAN, what is default VLAN, and VTP, VLAN trunking protocol. These three features, these are the features for the technologies. STP features are STP related. VTP, VLAN trunking protocol, is the VLAN feature, and the major important questions they will ask you in interview is the complex questions. What is native VLAN? What is default VLAN? The difference I'll explain tomorrow. Okay, yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you understand today class. If you have any questions, please ask me. Does anyone having any questions regarding these topics, whatever we discussed today? All this. Hello, Unara.
Yes, please.
So does Sweta is here from Chennai? Okay. No, why? She's the only girl who doesn't understand Telugu. Okay, no problem. Cool. Everyone understood here? Okay. Sweta Surinder, she left. Okay, anyone having any questions here? Okay then.
From my end, no, sir.
Yeah, thank you.